Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to do a seam with solid surface material, and I'm going to show you one method called the double cut, where we take two pieces of material, we put them real close to each other, and we run a router right down the middle of it, and it makes a mirror seam, and so that it comes together perfectly. Let's get started. Okay, so I got all the stuff out. Let me turn the camera around and I will show you all the different tools you're going to need and exactly what you're going to need to get this seam together before you start cutting it, to stabilize the pieces and make it so they don't move so you can get a perfect mirror seam. Okay, so you're going to need some clamps. Any type of clamps will do, really. Need a piece of door skin. This is an 1/8 inch thick. You're going to need some spacers, and these are 3/8. You want it to be an 1/8 inch narrower than the router bit that you're going to use. Got some more clamps here. Going to need a straight edge here, and these clamps are to hold on this straight edge. And I have a 3 1/4 horsepower Porter cable router with a 1/2 inch bit, and it's a double flute. Double flute makes a better cut. So let me put this on the tripod and I'll show you how to set this up. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull your piece. You got to get two pieces of material. These are the pieces you want to seam together. This is going to be an 1/8 inch door skin. That's going to raise up one side, and I usually have that on my left-hand side. So I'm going to slip this underneath the left-hand piece. Then I'm going to take a shim, or a spacer, if you will, that's an 1/8 inch less than the thickness of my router bit. So the router bit's a 1/2 inch. This is 3/8. And you can see that. Put that in there. Now pull your two pieces together tight, and try to line up one of these edges best you can. Okay, so we're good with that. Now you're going to take a straight edge. This straight edge is specifically made for cutting seams, and I'm going to bring it within 1/16 of an inch of this, because it's going to cut flush with the side of this, and so I want to take a 1/16 off this and a 1/16 off this, and that's good right there. Take your clamps. All right, so you're ready to go. And you want to make sure that you have two clamps on one side of the two pieces. So these pieces don't twist like that. So they don't slide and they won't twist because you want them to be stationary. Now this is the router. It's got a 1/2 inch router double flute bit. And we're going to set the bottom of this to the bottom of the lowest piece of material. Okay, so now we're ready to cut. We want to go nice one time all the way through, nice and consistent. You don't want to stop. The other thing that's important, if you don't already have it, is you want to have a straight side on your router. These routers come with a round base. You don't want that. You want to be straight on the sides because as you turn the router, it changes the distance between the router bit and the straight edge. So a straight edge on the side of the router makes for the best cut. Okay, so that cut both sides of these pieces, and now we'll just take it off and we'll see how tight it is. You can actually leave these clamps on since we're going to be sliding this over. And that's a perfect seam. The mirror joint, you double cut the joint so it comes out perfect. There should be no gaps in there at all. When you pull it and you make a dry test fit, it should be perfectly tight. You should be able to see any gaps. You shouldn't be able to see any dark lines. You shouldn't be able to see any light coming up through there. That's how you double cut a solid surface seam to bring two pieces together and it'll make a perfectly tight joint ready for glue. If you have any questions, please comment below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. See you on the next video.